What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Game Crunch. We've got a whole bunch of new Nintendo Switch news coming out, bunch of leaks. We'll see if any of this sounds legit or what. Take everything with a grain of salt. If it's your first time here, welcome to the channel. I make all kinds of fun video game related content, as well as news and other things related to all things video games, because I'm just an overall lover of gaming. So let's get right into this. I've highlighted a bunch of key points. I want to keep this video even shorter. I'm going for a new record on this one. Let's go. So, Nintendo Switch hardware shipments have leaked additional system specs. So apparently some system shipments, which I find is a little strange. So this is one thing. I really don't think the console will be in production just yet, especially for about probably just under a year from launch. You know, going by all the rumors. So, I don't know. Take this with a grain of salt. But let's get right into this article here. This is from Game Rant. So I highlighted some key points. RAM that puts it within the range of the Xbox Series S while in docked mode. The system could use DLSS to bridge the gap between itself and other consoles. So they're talking the Series X and the PS5. The rest of this kind of just goes over, take it with a grain of salt. Furukawa kind of hinted at they'd be, dropping some news about the Switch 2 soon. But according to Twitter users, a couple Twitter users, Stealth40k and Neoxen619, some hardware shipment information may have appeared on Family boards that pit the Switch 2's alleged specifications against the Xbox Series S and the PS4. According to the information gathered by the two users, the Switch 2 in handheld mode would have a processing power similar to the PS4. We've heard this before. This isn't the first time we've heard this. And the fact that it keeps coming up, there might actually be some truth to this. With NVIDIA's DLSS turned off, but putting it in docked mode cranks it closer to an Xbox Series S in power before DLSS is activated. Couple last things here. This kind of goes over the specs in detail. Switch 2's alleged RAM specs may have slower speeds than the PS5 and Xbox Series X consoles, but it boasts more than 10 gigabytes available on the Xbox Series S. So it's rumored that it's actually going to have more than the Series S has. By comparison, the PS5, Xbox Series X have 16 gigs of DDR6 with bandwidth capping, whatever. However, they claimed that the clock speeds of the Switch 2's ARM-based processor remain unknown at the time of the writing. While the company has confirmed Switch 2 features, it remains to be seen what the technical features will be. So on their Twitter post, which I opened up here, they kind of... Oh, where did it go? I'll fix that in editing. Here we go. Hang on a second.
A few moments later.
We're back. So, from the Twitter user here, he's kind of outlined things in more of like layman's terms, which I kind of like. So, handheld, he's saying the power is going to be right above the PS4. Docked, we're going to be between a PS4 Pro and an Xbox Series S before DLSS and more modern hardware, with more modern hardware than the former. Slower RAM than the PS5 and Xbox Series X, but more capacity than the S. Should have 10.5 to 11 gigs of RAM available to 2 games. They're saying around 12 total. And then they've got storage max speed should be a hair under the Series X and S. But yeah, of course, stay skeptical of all this until Nintendo makes it official. But that's exciting. I mean, we're having more and more leaks. The same thing happened with the Switch before it came out, before we finally got real clarification. And there was a whole lot of information. Remember, people were saying it had a touchscreen controls. There was going to be no controllers. And they were saying it's going to be able to... I remember there was a huge thing going around where they were going to push marketing that it was going to be 1080p 60 frames. Like, that's what they wanted to push for. So people were saying it was going to be pretty comparable to, like... actually, I think they were saying it was going to be slightly stronger than the PS4, essentially, in order to kind of pull that off. But Nintendo will be kind of targeting that for all of their games. But anyway, this is interesting. Again, take all of this with a grain of salt. We're going to see a whole lot of this. I'm probably making a whole lot of videos about this stuff as it comes out. And I'm just going to keep telling you guys, take all this stuff with a grain of salt until Nintendo says something, puts something out official. We don't know. Nobody knows. Anyway, take it how you will. Find the information yourself on Game Run if you want to check it out. Again, if you like the video, like and subscribe. Really helps me out. And I will keep you guys informed I'll catch you on the next one. Have a good one.